morning, welcome to Baja Overlanding, and I'm Alan, and we are doing a little group run up to an area north of San Felipe called La Ventana. La Ventana is located about 30 miles north of San Felipe. On the way, we have to pass through the military check that's located on the corner of Highway 5 and Highway 3. Normally these are pretty straightforward for us. They know we live in El Dorado Ranch in San Felipe, so once they see the sticker on our car, they tend to let us go pretty easily. Once we arrive at the turnoff, we will normally air down, get organized, and then head off to the trail. Once we leave the highway, take a surface road in to start our trail, and this has always been a really good road, but with the rains we had over the end of last season, it's been torn up pretty bad, so it's actually quite a four-wheel drive trail now. So we had no trouble getting in there, and everybody had a bit of fun working their way through the washouts, and we took this for about 3-4 miles before we got to the section where we turn into the mountains and follow a track. So coming into this area, definitely want to have a four-wheel drive vehicle, because with the sandy hills it's a little difficult to get up them in two-wheel drive. As you can see here, it's not really bad, but some of the vehicles had to scrape coming through. They're a little bit steep. So it was a good start to our day. So we start our trip, we come up to a little ridge and some hardpack rocky trail, and there is, up behind us here, is a keyhole rock. So we used to have people walk up and take photos in it till they slid down the hill and tore their bodies up, so we stopped doing that. So I'll get to a photo of the key. Once we leave the keyhole area, we come down and start driving up a wash till we get to the start of the dunes, and the wash is a lot of fun. It changes every year and you can get more rockier and washed out. We've just had some rain, so it actually wasn't bad. It was quite smooth in a lot of places. So once we get to the end of the wash, we get up on the hard-packed sand and we have to work our way through until we finally get to the actual sand dunes, where we leave the wash and we turn on up to the hard-packed. It's sort of a mix of hard-packed sand and gravel. So this is one of the hills they all have problems on with the soft dirt. See how the first one does. Yeah, not too bad. Ladies driving for the first time by themselves. A little bit of gas, girls, and you'll be fine. There you go. So after we leave the hard-packed, we finally get to the soft sand dunes and we work our way around. The track goes in multiple directions, so we can pick a different track and try different hills every time we go up there. But basically the sand just winds around the hills and it blows up against the hills, and so we have a lot of different ways we can make the track work. And a lot of it's just straight up and over a hill, and some of it's weaving around the sides. So we just try and have as much fun with it as we can. My transmission didn't like that hill at all.
Yeah, I'm sitting here watching mine go back to normal.
So how's the run so far, guys?
Enjoying the heck out of it.
We're going to get into the fun sand stuff next. We got the dogs running. Meow. The mountains out here are just amazing. There's sound paths between all the different mountains. So we're going to try and find a different route today. Then we're going to go check on the view up here. Once we climbed up those dunes, this was the view we got from the top, looking down towards La Ventana. It's a bit of a learning practice in the sand, hey? You did good.
Yeah, you should have seen me. I went about 80 miles an hour.
I saw you, you were flying. I put the camera down and didn't get it. One of the things we enjoy the most is finding a nice spot to have a lunch overlooking the mountains. Some beautiful view here. And just gonna quickly spin around and have a look at the view we had for lunch. It's nice, not a bad spot.
These are all single tracks. This is no way double track, Ellen.
We've done this many
Not
times.
this one.
We have.
One of the things that I find interesting on these runs is people have to collect rocks for their little gardens in San Felipe. And when we get a special area like this with these red rocks, they really like that even more. Just can't beat this drive up through the sand dunes. It's pretty amazing. And the dogs are having a great time, running around chasing all the vehicles. Right at the end of the day, we have this very soft hill we have to get up to finish the trail. So we always like to get up and spin around, photograph everybody else coming up. As you can see, not all of them make it. So you made. Nope.
Ellen, 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 Ellen. Oh, fuck me.
So we have this little silly thing we do on the sand dunes here. It's much more fun on the razors. On the razors we can get all the way to the top. Don't back off, Joe!
The mechanics.
How's the air inflation going?
I will not tow your vehicle for you.
Slime.
Does the job?
It's okay.
Can't beat that.
That's what the duty cycle is. It's pretty good.
This is the way to do it. So that was another fun trip we had today. With the sun on my face here. We went through the sand dunes and tried a bunch of different routes, got a few people stuck, and just enjoyed ourselves. Had lunch on a beautiful sand dune overlooking the valley. Got the hum of air compressors in the background here. So hopefully we can make the video look half decent and you'll enjoy it. Thanks a lot.